Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Just want to touch on this cliffhanger or this little, I guess, Russia situation. So I'll touch on it real quick and get up out of here. I don't know if it was the other day or whenever it was. I don't know. On one of the posts I had online, I said, "Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe." Well, I'm explaining what I meant, meaning the distractions and all that's going on, right? Those who've worked in any sort of, I guess, high clearance, the highest of clearance in any, I'll say, department agency, you can call it that military coup by the Wagner Group. You knew that was BS off the rip, right? So I'm gonna just touch on that real quick and get up out of here. Okay. Bruce is okay. You got Moscow, you got Ukraine, Poland, right, Romania, et cetera, right? I'm gonna just get straight to it. So you have, I'm a little older than y'all, so I'm old school. I still call Russia the USSR. I call that whole area over there the USSR. Nevertheless, Belarus, the Wagner Group, turned back from just about to secure Kiev, right? Or Kiev, however you pronounce it. Nevertheless, right? Look, that place is a goner. They already got all of Ukraine. Don't let the media fool y'all. And the United States knows this. They knew Russia was going to have no problem taking Ukraine because it was already theirs. It's their area. It's their landmass. They know the culture. They know the language, right? So they already have that. The Wagner Group supposedly turned back and tried to head to Moscow. And then they made a left turn, and all of a sudden now are in Belarus, right? No, that's strategic. The Wagner Group is not even the only mercenary group that Russia uses. United States use mercenary groups all the time. All the time. Those who are, like I said, those who know all the time. All the time. Anyway, nevertheless, here's why. Notice I got that American flag right there by Romania. I also got it right there by in Poland. Let's not forget, this is chess, not checkers. The United States sent some of the 82nd, but they sent all the 101st Airborne over to Ukraine to lead and fight the war. Take them, and the head general spoke before Congress. He said it's going to take them 6 months to train in that area, right, to fight against Russia. They were out there training in the snow and the wind. He said it only takes 6 months. The 101st Airborne never leaves. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and get it. There you go, right there. Look how old this is. October of 21. The 101st Airborne, the United States does not send them anywhere unless war is already popping off. They are the first to pop it off. That means they mean business. They drop them off and they'll come back later. That's what that means. They do not let them leave the United States coast if the United States is not at war. What do young kids say today? Period. So when you saw the 101st leave last October, you should have known we was at World War III already. Like Biden slipped up and said, we're already at war. Yeah, he was telling you. Dude, it's a wrap. Let's read it. The U.S. Army's 101st Airborne is practicing for war with Russia. They already knew what was finna pop off. Just miles from Ukraine border, right? I'm going to read it a little bit more, right? 101st Airborne Division has been deployed to Europe for the first time in almost 80 years. If you know anything about so-called world history or American history, every 80 years, about every 80 years approximately, is a major conflict, aka the third woe. The third woe. That's right, like mentioned in Revelations. You got that third woe. Go all the way back to the Civil War and all that stuff, if you will, and you just do 80. Yeah, it's gonna land you right now to today. This year. Yeah. About 2023, 2024. Yes, 80 years. Yeah. It's about now. Knocking on prophecy's door. Matter of fact, let me pause that right there. Here's why. Everything you see on that screen Red, Crimea, all that's USSR. Salak, all that's Russia, okay? They're going to show some stars and some other stuff too. All that's going to be the United States. That's where they are. All right? Y'all can pull it up, read it on your read it on your own time if you will. I want to go back to this, okay? Here's why. Belarus, look how close it is to Kiev. Boom, right there. The Wagner Group, the Russian military, and the Belarus and their military, they're all right there, ready to finish off Ukraine. Not only that, that's a chess move. They're ready to face the United States head on. You see that line? It's called borders. They're ready to take the United States head on. The United States is in Poland. The United States is also down in Romania, because they are the Romans anyway. Off topic, it's just funny. Right. So Russia is taking the Black Sea and all of that down there. Ukraine, the whole Crimea, all that is the USSR's territory. Okay? I circled up here because after the Wagner Group so-called retreated to Belarus, Putin and a lot of the other military flew where? To St. Petersburg. Why? Weren't they just in conflict over Finland? If Finland joins NATO, et cetera, all that used to be the USSR. They got military, they're surrounding Finland as well. Okay, so none of this, look, this is what they did. They were all in Ukraine, taking all Ukraine. They went back to Voronezh, or however you pronounce it, then up to Moscow to regroup, get plans, meet with Putin, and then boom, they hit a beeline to Belarus. Why? Why did they hit a beeline to Belarus? Because the United States, the 101st, is already right there. They know that 6 months of training that the general stated for the United States, that 6 months is up. They got there in October, November. They start training in December. 6 months later, you got the end of June. So-called Christmas is what? December 25th, right? Yeah. What's today? June 25th, right? Yeah. That's about 6-7 months later, exact, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay? Now, on topic, pay attention to what's been going on in the United States. Okay? I'm going to get some prophecy and we'll get up out of here. Pay attention to what's been going on in the United States. Remember, the United States even came out and stated Russia has these submarines that are untraceable, and they've just been circling pretty much the North American continent. All those fish came up dead in the Gulf Coast. That's because of them submarines out there. You got packs of 80 whales at a time together off the West Coast. That's unheard of. It's like they kicking and having a cookout. And they're like, why are these whales acting like that? It's because something bigger down there. It's because something big, something to pop off down there, right? Pay attention to all the food that's getting cleaned up. What is it, 30,000 cattle and all the beef and all that got barbecued in Texas, got sabotaged by the so-called Chinese coming through. Y'all better start waking up. That's what really happened. Okay? They already over in Cuba and in Venezuela. Russia already in Venezuela. They've been right around the corner. They already got comms set up there. How can they be coming through these borders at Texas and other places if they not already there? They damn sure ain't taking Spirit Airlines to get over here. Okay, so, but it's prophecy though, right? So I'm going to just get straight to it. I'm not going to read. I just want to hit the key points, but that's what's going on. That's a banana in the tailpipe. So that's what I was meaning. Somebody inboxed me and said, what you mean by don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe with what's going on in the world? That's why. That's a strategic military move. Act like it's a coup. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, the Wagner Group took our money in the United States. Oh, it's a coup. No. Man, for all y'all know, he took that money, told Putin about it because they already knew that was going to happen, because that's what the United States does. They pay off people. They watched them for 20 years and how they dealt with Iraq and Afghanistan. They pay off people, give them, it don't matter how much it is, hundreds of millions. It does not matter. Taliban, all of them, they paid them people millions, gave them houses and everything. That's why a lot of them live right around the corner from you and got gas stations and all that. Yeah, they don't care. just to get information. So they already knew that's what the United States does. For all we know, they kept that money, regroup, using it for something else, and it's wartime. That's what's finna happen. Remember, he warned the United States not to, in other words, he told them stay in your lane. All right? So Isaiah chapter 13, you can read verse 11 through 16 on your own. But that's just prophecy about what's about to take place here. All right? And also talks about how you need to be with a righteous man, meaning you need to be with an Israelite. That don't mean you need to be with a man who just, look, I ain't finna get into that. He, most high willing, he's an elect. Right? Look at that. Verse 17. We'll go right there, verse 17. Right? I'll scoot it up some more. Babylon, this ain't happened yet. It's talking about mystery Babylon, Babylon the Great. This place will fall to the Medes. They will fall. They gonna fall to Russia. John saw those missiles dropping on Babylon. So this will happen. It don't matter how much military experience you think and all that. Oh, we tough and we ain't. No, the Most High said it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They gonna surround the United States. And then the rest of the world gonna get it too. But this is just gonna be the main attraction, if you will. Right? Verse 17. Isaiah 13 to 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes. The Most High said he will stir them up. He's causing that spirit all in Putin and the leader of the Wagner Group and all them. First off, you probably don't want Putin to not be president over there. Because that dude from the Wagner Group, man, we knew about that dude 18 years ago. He wants to nuke the United States. You don't want him in power. I'm just off the rip. If you a American citizen or if you lost in Babylon, that's the last dude you want running Russia. Because if he get in, I almost guarantee you 5 days later, he popping off over here. All right? I will stir up the Medes against them, against Babylon, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Why? Because they are already flying tons of literally tons of gold from Africa back to Russia right now as we speak. They're already doing it. They don't care about the United States money. They don't care about what's in Fort Knox and what's over in Nevada and what the money they got hidden in Montana. They don't care about that. Verse 18, their bows, missiles, nukes, right? Submarine. They got a missile called the Satan II missile. United States, no one in the world can stop it right now. Right? Their bows shall dash the young men to pieces. Them all your proud to be American. I'm fighting for my country. Yeah. Them rockets, the Most High said, they're going to dash all to pieces. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. I'm pregnant. I'm this and no, now I'm a woman and we're not equal. And no. You see how they treat Brittany Griner when she went over there? They're like, no, you want to be a man? Okay, bet. You a woman. Get in there. Their eyes shall not spare children. Same way our children weren't spared when we came here. All this is judgment upon them. The scriptures say they're going to fight each other. They're going to be killing off each other. We, the Israelites, the Hebrews, the Hebrew people, Harriet Tubman and all the rest of us, we supposed to be sitting back chilling. So I tell people, if you're in the military, you better get out of Satan's army. You better get out. Now's the time. We've been telling y'all for at least the last 3-4 years, get out. And Babylon, this place, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So why would he say as overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah? Why? Because number one, it was with smoke, fire, and brimstone. Number two, this place is just as wicked as Sodom and Gomorrah. You got the sex changes. You got all this other stuff going on. It's wickedness, BBLs and gender changers teaching children in school is wicked. So I'll leave with this, Jim, right? If genitals don't determine gender, then why you need to get a sex change to change your gender? So with that, shalom.